As promised, I'm doing cheater video because it got more than 10 views to short. So I'm going to explain this whole backstory. So here we go. So for those of you who don't know, this is Blood, Comics and Art, the premium channel for all stuff Blood. But what is Blood? I'm a bit waffling here, but I just want to be an artist I want to make my living off YouTube, to be honest. Like, I'm just going to be real. Like, the way I've gone about just waffle again. Okay. Blood is my own ideas and stuff based on my personal experiences or a fictional experience of a character that I associate with. Okay, so now let's get into it. So this character here, I still don't have a name, but for this story, I call him like the jerk in the story. But he needs the official name, so for him, let's just call him Brady, something like that. So Brady is the guy, obviously. There's only one guy in this picture. Brady is flirting with this girl, let's call her Hannah, the blonde one, Hannah. You know, the words in his mouth is like, I can't do like a jerk voice. Hey, you know, I may be married because you can see in the picture there's a ring. Hey, I may be married, but my wife's not here at the moment. She's gone shopping. It don't matter too much. I know that's a jerk. And Hannah, she should have been like, I know you're married. Why are you trying to throw me? I'm just gonna tell you and your wife. But she was feeling it, and she was like, you're not the first person I would have cheated with. So she was on board. She was flirting by the poolside. And then his wife, let's call her Marianne. So Marianne is like shocked when she finally goes to the pool. And she's like, oh, how dare you? And that's the kind of story there. But this fantasy book, you probably have no idea what those words mean. It's kind of from something that I really like, but you may not know about. So, those two words, you may have heard them separately, but fantasy book together, it's kind of in one kind of main thing. But anyway. So, she's like, and Marianne's like, give me one reason why I should not divorce you right now. And then Brady, he's like, well, you know how you were saying that I was boring you and you don't lose the spark? Well, you know, I would think that you flirting with someone else and your reaction would kind of let you know if the spark truly is gone or if you still do have feelings for me. So really, this is your fault for saying what you said earlier. He's kind of one of those people who likes it. It's your fault you say this, or you want an apology. I'm sorry you're insecure that you feel like I have to give you an apology to move on to your day and have a better day. It's one of those people. Those guys suck. So yeah, that kind of happens. And then Hannah, alright, you gotta go to the picture. So Hannah's just like still like she's not in the pool yet. At the picture, assume. And then Marianne says, "Just give me your ring." And Hannah's like smiling, like, "Did I pick up another couple? That's all. That's what I wanted to do." And then he said that out loud. And then Brady, who thought he was for it, was like, that's all you wanted to do. You wasn't actually fooling me. You just intended to do this. So he pushes her in the pool. And I'm like, ah! And then Marianne actually goes, oh, I've already caught you. So throwing her in the pool, pushing her in the pool, wasn't gonna hide her. So how you do that? And Brady was like, because she seduced me. And it was her fault. She came onto me. And I just couldn't resist. She was so beautiful. And he's one of those people who can't take accountability. So Marianne was like, we're all grown man now. There's no I can't have that as an excuse. And Brady was like, you know what? I'll make it hard to you. I promise. I'll buy you anything you want. And Marianne's like, money isn't everything. If you know you've done something wrong, you can't just buy my love all the time. And Brady's like, if you feel like this is strong enough to get a divorce, that's completely fine. But I want you to know one thing. Maria's like, well, this one thing better be good. And then Brady's like, oh, it's great. It's amazing. You could say it's spectacular. And that one thing is the funds. And Maria's like, really? You know, we both work. Like, I'm not desperate for how much money you got. And Brady's said, no, I don't just mean funds. I mean, like, clout as well. Like, I'm a pretty known person. I do technically have an island, and it was given to me if I was to get married. So, I mean, you don't have to have much money to have an island now, do you? And everyone's like, an island? Now, this is just different from having lots of money, because like an island is like, Marianne always wanted to go on vacation for honeymoon. Brady was like, he was kind of forfeited it. He was like, no, I don't want to do that. You just, yeah, I have something planned on your birthday. And Marianne's birthday's tomorrow. And Brady says, now, you're totally justified to divorce me. But if I can't make you happy on your birthday tomorrow by going to your partially owned island, then we shouldn't be together. So, the day after your birthday, if you feel like the island wasn't enough, then I'm happy to divorce. What do you say? Newman's like, I mean, that's fair enough, you know. Like, I do have centers and you obviously have broken them, but I, I could divorce you and get the money to buy this island. So I'd like to know how I feel. But he's like, sure. And how that comes up from the ball is like, you splashed me. I don't like being splashed. And then Bree was like, I'm kind of bored of you. Can you leave now? And Hannah was just throwing water. And it's like, you know what? Me and Brady have issues, but I don't know whether what your name is. So, this is our property until we get divorced. So, yeah, you do need to leave. And then I was like, it's partially his fault as well. It's not all on me. And Mary was like, I know. But remember, I don't know you. I don't even know your name. And I was like, well, and then Mary stopped it. I don't care your name. It doesn't matter. If you get that reference, will you get that reference? Probably not. It doesn't matter what your name is. You probably won't get that reference. So yeah, and Hannah leave, and then Marianne's like, okay, but on the island or in the airport, you better not flirt with anyone else. And Brady was like, this person. Brady was like, well, this person, it was just meant to be a caterer who was really desperate, so I invited them. They never told me they were bringing a swimsuit, so things kind of got complicated and it kind of evolved. It wasn't my fault, This person was attractive, sure, but I just wanted them to deliver food and that's it. They want some other different type of timing. It wasn't my fault. And it's like, forget this situation, my person tomorrow, don't bring up this situation. The island is make or break. And if it makes, then I'll forgive you. And if it breaks, then we'll be divorced and I'll take half of your own money. Brady's like, well then, as long as we're married for 24 hours, can I get a kiss from my wife? Man, it's like, it's probably the last time I ever kiss. She said, sure. And then, yeah, that's how it stands.